There we go. Why not play some more wheat puzzle? Or her tree's puzzle dream. And see if we can't finish it today. I have no idea how much is left. Well, let's see. No. So, I can't honestly remember what we got left here. We did all of this. So we got one level left, from what I can see. So this is done. We did this as well. This is right. That's right, we did the weird horses here. So I'm just trying to figure out what we have to do. So this seems to fit. This fits here. But then I'm in doubt what fits here. Where do we put you? And he can overlap. He can overlap anything. So does he have to be like... Huh. Trying to figure out where he would fit in. So he could fit with all the leaves, but... This would just be weird. So if I put him here, he fits perfectly with that leaf there. But what does that give us with the other thing? So this guy can overlap both of them. And none of these guys with the ears or anything seems to fit. This doesn't really give us much. all of these seems to, we can like somewhat provoke it. But I really don't know what the game wants from me here. So if I put you here, and the eyes can't overlap, like they're not see-through. Huh. There's nothing on the leaves. We can't click on the leaf. We can't move the plant. Oh, I can't flip these guys here either. This has me stumped. Some of them doesn't really tell you much on how to proceed or how you come about the puzzle. Like, there's no indicator that you're doing something right all the time. These can overlap. But why? Doesn't really give me much. Like, I think I'm gonna ask for a hint. Duh, I know. So you're saying to me that the rest is just... So the only thing I don't have to click on is H? I can put you here. And I can put you here, but what does that get me? It doesn't really tell me anything. Do I put you here, or do I put you there, or... That's also a solution, because I don't know what the shape is on it. It's gonna be. So this could also be a solution. So A, E, F, B, D, G. You know what? Give me the answer. Yes, I know. And then... Why? Oh, that's stupid. That is dumb. So the solution is... Then this should give me some kind of clue that I had to make an animal. Like... Kind of sus. Kind of dumb. But okay. What else do we got? So I guess I have to make some kind of... So something that the squares don't overlap, maybe? Fills out all the squares? Like, this could be an A. This could be an H. Hmm. I see a cat down here. This could be a 4. This could somewhat be an H and an A. Or this, So like... Maybe it's the answer is that the QR code to the solution. Yo, I never thought of that. What happens if I take a QR reader? Now I'm curious. Thank you, Needles. Do we see if it recognizes as a QR code? Doesn't seem like it's seeing a QR code, but I like the idea. Nah, it's not seeing a QR code. I know, but I was still curious because I wasn't even seeing that QR code. I was just looking at a weird whatever, and then you said a QR code. It could be funny if there was some kind of, Easter egg in the game. Huh. So I'm seeing some kind of A here, like up here, right? Could be an H. I see maybe a 4 down here, but but if that is an H, that means we have to put it. I must admit, these last puzzles here aren't as intuitive and give you an idea what your purpose is. Like, it doesn't really show you what you have to do. You just have to find the clue yourself, which I don't like in a puzzle game, but this is just a bit too much like the previous one with the llama or the camel or whatever it was. It was just like, whoop, here's a dog or here's a camel. Okay, cool. The game doesn't really tell you if you have to be within the paper or you have to go outside the boundary of the paper, or it's just one of these annoying puzzles that doesn't always make sense. That looks like an A, right? Then what? If that is an A, so let's presume something like this, an A and an H. That is... It could also be... kind of an F over there, yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because you're right, it could be an F, or if you take the boundaries here, it could also be like maybe a 4 if you're really creative, like a combination of like 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, I think you're right, this could be an H. I think this could be an H, this could be an F. I think this is an A. So we just have to somewhat build it. So if we have an A here, so let's say this is an A, right? Just braining here. Let's say this is an A. This could be an H. Could be an A. What else can we see? I'm also quite intrigued about this one here. Like, we don't have this cluster of squares here, like boom, boom, boom. This could also be an H if you're really creative, like something like this. This could be an H, right? If you move the square a bit, you actually had to have an H here. But then it doesn't really fit with the rest. Please holler if anybody sees anything, like, because this is like, it's not tough, it's just difficult to know the boundaries of the puzzle, right? If you don't really know what to aim for. And I think this is, like, we don't know if we're allowed to go outside the paper, or, you know, like, squares can go outside the paper, or it has to be within. I was also thinking something about this, that you maybe have to put it in the middle and then just create a square, and then suddenly you have a few letters, but it can't be, can it? like 1, 2, 3. But I guess that wasn't it. This is where puzzle starts to annoy me. Like, you just have to, there's no indication on where to start, where to end, and it's just what seems to be a lucky thing, right? You just have to be lucky that you put the squares or the patterns in the right place, and boom, there is. Then there is the solution, right? Do we have to spell cat? No, we can't. Because I do see a cat down here. I see someone that, you were right, it could be an F, it could be a 4. We have somewhat here that looks like an H. We have something here that could look like an A, maybe? But I can't really see how we make an A. So this could be an A or an H. And then it's just a question of, then what? The funny thing is that the squares doesn't really fit the paper either. Like, I would really like that the lines somewhat overlap each other when you do this, but then they're going outside of the paper. Hmm. No, I'm not seeing it at all. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything. And what annoys me is that the two squares are not overlapping. Like the lines are not overlapping. Here they do at the end of it. No, they still don't, which somewhat annoys me. Where I think that maybe we have to do something like this because it creates a square and we got 4 things. So I'm like thinking that maybe we have to do something similar to this and just find the letters like this. But that's just me. But I don't really see any letters forming in this at all. So I guess my thesis is wrong. Oh no, my thesis, my theory. So where does the line interconnect? The line interconnects like this. Does anybody see anything? I'm really like, this could be an A, this could be a 4 or an A. This could definitely be an H. But then how do we put it up there so it looks like to be an H? without letting the boxes go outside of the paper. And this goes out of the paper size as well, out of the boundary of the paper. What happens if we just put it here in the corner? We put you in the corner. What do you do? What do we put you up here? What do you create if I put you up here? Nothing. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But no. This is what really annoys me about this. that the lines don't really overlap. Like, I can make a house, what seems to look like a house, but I'm not seeing what pattern it's supposed to give me. Now I'm feeling that I'm just brute forcing this puzzle. Like, putting in a pattern and just moving the paper. Like, not what I was intended to play this. Like, I hate brute forcing a puzzle because that means I don't understand the puzzle, or the puzzle is badly explained. That they don't put in, like, the criteria of how to solve the puzzle. Or the puzzle is so obtuse that people don't know how to do it. And from the looks of it, it looks like to be an annoying puzzle that doesn't really make sense. Because now I just feel like I'm brute forcing and hoping to find something or a pattern that would make sense. Then it's not fun. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so... Like, we found it... This is so dumb. We found patterns like this before. It was just... not the right spot. Thank you. Oh, I can also move it down here. Okay. which would benefit me from what? And again, so we have what seems to be an H here, right? So what do we got? This one here. Again. Hmm. Would be nice if there was a bit more contrast to this picture so you could actually see. And there's nothing else to the picture, right? There's only these two we can move. And we can put then what there. I don't know why, but we can put it there. And then we just don't know what else to do. What is the purpose? Not sure what we're supposed to see here. Well, this creates a 4, right? If you look at this creatively, this creates a 4. So do we have any other place that creates a 3 or a 1 or... And why would it help that we create a fort? We should create letters. This could be an eye, but so there's nothing up here that casts a shadow, right? So regardless if we put it down here or up here, it doesn't really matter from what I can see. It only when we overlap. Huh. I really don't see it. Like, I can see an H here, though I can't really see what it's supposed to become. So if I put you here, and there's nothing else on the frame, I don't know why, but I just feel stupid today. Or maybe it's just a puzzle that doesn't make sense, because I can't see it at all. I don't know why, but these last puzzles here don't make any sense to me. Like, it's just a matter of trial and error. There's like no pattern. There's nothing. It's just shadows or build an animal out of something that you don't even know what's supposed to be. Like, there's no indication. It's just a picture of what seems to be a castle. And then what? I just feel like I'm just brute forcing the puzzles, which I don't think is funny. Because it really takes out the fun of it. So if I put this down here, what does it give me? Nothing. If I move you all the way to the right side so you fit the wall, move you a bit closer, it still doesn't give me anything. It could be arrows, but so is there something weird with arrows again, maybe? But and I only see one arrow here. I can also make an arrow here. But again, still doesn't give me any indication of right now. I feel like I'm back to the two three-dimensional boxes where I just go like step by step to see if it creates anything. That's not the fun of it. We'll see it. I see an H right here. But I'm still in doubt what this letter should be. Like, we don't have a U. And this feels so ridiculous. I really enjoyed the first part of the puzzles because there was something relationable on the screen with like letters, plants, something you could turn around, you could see. But this is just moving shadow pieces around and hoping you find some weird kind of pattern and hope that you find it, and then boom. This could be a 4, this could be a U, but... I hate these kind of puzzles where there's like... nothing. You don't get a starting point, you don't get anything. You just get 2 things and then boom. Give me a fucking hint. Yes, I understand. What? Yes, I know. What? Can I do something down here? Great. How did that create the CGI? What? You absolute bullshit. That's where I think the game is cheating. Now I have to go outside of the boundary of the thing in order to find the solution. I don't even think it's funny. Ridiculous? Yes. So this is something I can relate to. Like, here we know we have to start here. We probably have to end somewhere here. So Something relatable. I don't think that's it. So, how does that compute the letters over there? My brain is really not in a puzzle mood today. Or maybe it's just me that thinks these puzzles are a bit obtuse or stupid or... So, this one can't be up here. So, something... No. Wow, my brain is not in a puzzle mood today. Holy hell. Ta-da! I can't twist them. I have no idea what I'm doing. Stop. And, like, how is this ever gonna... This goes out of the boundary, so somewhere around here the starting point has to be. and you go out of the boundary, which means that you can't be so... We don't know if we're allowed to overlap or... I guess we're not allowed to overlap, but... then it's pretty difficult because... okay, so there's only... this one fits here, but then it's gonna overlap. This is definitely gonna overlap. This is also overlapping, but hey, how do I know? So dumb. I don't think this is funny at all. This is a BS puzzle game because it's just crappy. It is such full of BS that it doesn't make sense at all. So these two don't overlap, right? This doesn't overlap with anything except these goes around, so that could be a good start. This one will overlap, so that is not the... If anybody sees anything, please let me know. Like, I see it, tell me. I don't think these puzzles here are funny at all. I think it's not very intuitive, doesn't make any sense. So if it's not you, you're overlapping there, so guess it can't be you, and you're also overlapping, which I also state can't be it. You will be overlapping here. You will also be overlapping. And you will be overlapping. So that can't be it. You will overlap down here. And you will overlap down there. So if I take you out, put you in instead, you won't overlap, but there's a gap right there. You're not overlapping. Are you overlapping here? No. Yes, you... no, you're not. So what do we have left? Absolute bull. Well, you're not overlapping here. I still don't see it what it's supposed to end to become with, because you don't give me any pointers or hints on where to put the fucking things. Nor do you tell me if I can overlap or not overlap. So game, you suck. Then you won't connect here. Then you have a broken thing down here which won't work. So can I pull you up here? Still nothing overlapping. But you will overlap down here. That's not gonna work. I don't think this will work, because then we get out of boundary. We can do something like this. And we have this one here. You will go beneath the paper, so that won't work. Something like this. But then you still have this problem down below, so I would assume that you will have to be somewhere down here. Or up here, or somewhere else, and you won't fit here because I don't think these puzzles are funny at all. Right now, if you can sense, I'm not enjoying myself. Because I don't think it's funny. That was a fucking tough one. Speaking of which, I need to get some coffee. So, yeah. I'll be right back. There, I'm back. So, where are we left off? What do we got? Got a piece of paper here. It's quite difficult to see what's where. I think it's just a matter of a question of moving the things so it creates like some kind of numbers. So we know in which order we have to do the or has it something to do with the dots and the other dots so we create like a it doesn't really matter which paper we put on or so if I align the two pictures, nothing really pops out, right? Now the papers are aligned. Doesn't really give me anything. If I put them like here, where there's a wave per... Huh. What if I put it up here? There. She catches a fish with an eye, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was cute. According to this, there should be... here and here. Okay. So... I see an F, I see CF, and then something else. CEF? Close. I guess these has to create some kind of letter. Or letters. Question is how? So how many stars we have? We have 1, 2, 3 open. Or we can put these here, and then we have these starting points as well. So if I put this one here, put this one there, and I put this one here, it doesn't really give me much. If I put this one here, it overlaps that one. Could be a thing. But no. What if this one starts here? This connects these two. Uh-huh. Then how can I connect this and this? Which I can't. Though this one and this one, can I can't connect these two here. Huh. So these two connects. Game, give me a second. Thank you. I see the hint. These two won't connect. Huh. I think it's quite interesting that we can make some kind of like star here down here if I'm... Huh. It's probably pretty obvious when I get there. Like... But there's nothing else I can move, right? There's only these three. Pretty sure this one has to be somewhere up here. I don't know. It's just a theory. These two connects as well. But how does these two connect? I don't see how these how I can get from here to here. If I pull this one down, then... Huh. Ta-da! I'm not seeing it. Huh. Is anybody else seeing it? I can't really figure out what the purpose of these constellations are, because I can't connect them in any way, and there's nothing else I can click on? No. So these two connects. But then what? These don't connect. I can't connect this one to that one. And then we lost all purpose of this one over here as well. So... if I do this, then what? Oh. This doesn't make much sense. have to do... So this creates an arrow, right? What happens if I do this? Huh. Doesn't really give me anything. We don't really know where. Yes, it has to do to something that we create, again, another path of some sort with some arrows, but it's not easy. Game, you're not helping me. You are not helping me at all. So if I look at this puzzle, there's now 3 stars in every line. Right? Do I have to make like a star, a pin, not a pin, maybe the right word is not a pentagram, but in this moment, these are not, there is no connection here. Right now, there's 3 stars in every vertically and horizontally. So the question is, then what? What if I do this? That won't work. I keep this here, I put this one here. Doesn't do anything. And there's no star here either. So that won't work. So I think this is the solution, but I'm just, where do I start? Where do I end? I think I'm ending here, but I don't see there's any other means of putting a star in each, because this has it in the left corner, this has it in the middle corner, and the bottom. I can of course move this one up here, but that doesn't really give me anything because I will still lack the star in the middle. So the only thing is this. So where do I start? Where do I end? Like this? So, but then again, how? No, it won't work. Mr. Wise, I think I'm onto something with this puzzle here, but either I'm way off or I'm right and I just don't see it. Huh. And you've completed Myst, so you should know. You know of all these obtuse puzzles. No, I'm missing something here. This should interconnect or connect with these two, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, I can't be wrong. Huh. So, if I put you here, I can put you here, and I can put you here. That doesn't give me anything. Then I can put you over here. I can put you up here. And I can put you down here. I can, of course, put you up here. I can put you here, and I can leave you here, which also gives me bupkis. Then I can move you here. I can move this one here, and then we're back again to have a star. But how? I feel like I'm missing a piece. But I guess I'm not. Want to figure out those puzzles out, though? I know. I was just teasing. So I have these 3 pieces I can move. This one, and this one, and this one. And if I look at the puzzle, I can see there's a star missing in... There's a top left, bottom, and right center. So my initial thought was something like this. This was my initial thought. No. You can't spin them. So this was my initial thought. Or after moving around the patterns. But then again, my starting point, where is it? Because it could be here, it could be here, right? So I think maybe I'm on the wrong course here, but it's the only thing that makes somewhat sense, as there is a star missing in every scenario, or in each, like, corner here, bottom center, and right center. Then I start thinking about something like this, maybe. But then again, and I can't connect all of these stars here with anything, so I'm just like, Like, this also doesn't make any sense. I can put this one, of course, down here. I can put this one up here. And leave this behind. Again. Doesn't really give me anything. So my initial thought is something like this. But again, I don't know where to start, and I think I'm supposed to end here. That's about it. And some of these puzzles we've had while when you haven't been here has been so obtuse and so dumb that they haven't made any sense. This is the closest thing I can come to a resolution, but I feel like I'm missing a piece. I can't move any of the other pieces. So I'm like, Then again, could it be the brightest stars? So it's like... I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to end at the arrow, but the only really thing that makes just any kind of sense is that if I put a star, you can see here, here's a star missing, here's a star missing, and a star missing here. And the only thing that I can come to somewhat of a conclusion to a solution or a pattern that makes somewhat sense is something like this. But looking at this doesn't really get me much because I still need a starting point if it's a, like, you know, starting point and end with an arrow, like an exit, like a maze. So again, I could start here. I can also start here, so it's going with boom, boom, boom. So it could be ideally like something like this, 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 and this. It was. Never mind, I solved it. Oh, there you go. I'm a fucking genius. So we did all the puzzles? A, B, E, C. Meow. Aww. She got united with her kitty? Oh, there's more? Okay. Game by Stone. Test players. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is amazing. This is a fun thing to do. What? I can try all the puzzles again? Oh, that's neat. What? We never did this one. I don't recall we did this one. BCIG. Ah. Here I can play all the puzzles again. So I used 2 hints and completed. So I used 2 hints. Okay. That is kind of neat. Thank you for playing. Oh, you're welcome. Then you can go to the web page. And the kitty's right there. Oh. This is fun. You can try all the puzzles again, if you want to. That was cute.
Hello, Pi.
Hello, whoever came in here. Hello. Is that the Japanese letters down here? It seems to be like it's Japanese or Chinese. Yo, Cerulean. Hello. We just finished a game here. Waste all your points. You're welcome. Wow. That was it. I really don't know what to do now. Because I really don't feel in the mood of playing Disco Elysium. Not because I don't like it right now, but I don't feel like in the mood of a heavy game at the moment. I feel like I pushed myself maybe a bit too much on Disco Elysium. So I don't think I'm gonna play Disco Elysium right now, but maybe find another game to play. Yeah. I'm gonna consider what to play, but definitely I'm gonna quit right now for this game and find another game and then take a break, and then I'll be back. This was cool. This was fun little puzzle game. Actually, you would love this. It is like $5. They actually made 2 games. They made one for like $2 and one for $5 or something. Like $7 for 2 games. And they're cute. Really cute puzzle games. But yeah, I'm gonna find something else, and yeah, I'll be right back.